how are you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
I'm good. And all good?
Everything's good?
It's been a week.
It has been.
I bet you a lot's happened in a week.
A lot has happened.
Well, I know one of the things, and it's such a special surprise. We're not putting her on camera because, she doesn't want. But we have a special guest in the studio who came all the way from Toronto.
Yes.
And she's just here to be a spectator for us.
My mom is here.
Hi, Mom.
Yeah. So she wanted to see what we did behind the scenes, how we recorded the news. So I brought her along with me today.
Careful. You might regret being here today. No.
Yeah.
Well, welcome, and thank you for coming to see us, right?
Absolutely.
So, December the 11th is our news.
Christmas is coming.
I know.
Are you ready?
95% now.
Okay.
Better than the last time, right?
Yes, indeed.
I think it was, 70 maybe or something? Yeah. Oh, yeah. We're good.
Good.
I think we're going to have an extra meal that wasn't planned, but it's okay. Circumstances happen, and we're going to go with the circumstances.
Good.
It's going to be fun.
Yes, indeed.
Unprepared, but it'll be fun.
Fun is what matters.
I don't care. You know what? It's all about everybody being together and spending whatever moments we can together.
That's it.
Life's precious, right?
Absolutely.
Very precious. All right, girl. Oh my God, December the 11th.
Yes.
Unbelievable. I love your shirt. Looks
Thank
good
you.
on you.
Thank
love
you
the
very
color.
much. I do too.
Yeah, suits you.
Thank you.
All right. Well, you want to jump in?
Sure. So we had a TVCTK memory.
Okay.
And we do know who is in the pictures this year.
Okay.
So the front row from left to right is Slim Dicker, Nelson Ryan, Harry Sparling, Graham Phillips, Mr. Millette, and Mr. Paget from Thorn. The second row is Nelson Miles, Georges Paget, Joe, Mikita, Roger LaFive, Russell Broyce, Don Fletcher, and the back row is Desjardins, Clifford Gustafson, Charlie McKenzie, and we'd like to thank Rita Roy for the picture.
So, I don't know anyone in the picture, but the names sound familiar.
The last names are familiar.
And I'll tell you why, because stories from my father. So Mr. Phillips,
Very nice.
Mr. Sparling, I've heard stories about them, Mr. Paget from Thorn, if it's the same one I'm thinking, Roger LaFive, and and Charlie McKenzie. So I've heard names come about, don't ask me the stories anymore, but my father, anytime he wants to reminisce, I love to listen. And this is where it came up. And what I do now is, because he doesn't have Facebook, and he also doesn't have Channel 97, which is fine, so he has the satellite.
Okay.
So I bring him the pictures
nice.
from my phone, and I show him, and then when I start reading the names, oh, that's so-and-so, and I'm like, okay, so there's a story behind it.
That's cool.
Love it, love it, love it. Did we have any comments on it?
We do. We have some comments. So Randy Fletcher, he says, not sure what year this was taken, but my dad was a member for a lot of years. I remember playing darts there with him in the late 60s and early 70s. He says, my dad, Don Fletcher, for years dressed as Santa Claus at the Christmas party, handing out toys to the kids.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Douglas A. Dicker said, not sure when the corpse was closed, but this picture would have been taken between 1955 and 1960. Dad was on the executive at the corpse for a few years. Thank you so much for the picture. And Robert Brazo said that picture was taken at the Canadian Corpse.
Do you know where the Canadian Corpse was? No, you wouldn't, because one, you weren't into Miss Meng at the time, even though you've been here for like 20 years.
Yes.
So do you know where Le House is and all the parking lot? So all where the cars are, where he works on cars, they moved them to the left, just beside the family center.
Yes.
Across the street from that. So if you're coming on Burn Street, I believe it is, right there was a big building called the Canadian Corps.
Okay.
And the Canadian Corps at one point, right beside, used to have the youth center. A long time ago. And the Canadian Corps was a Legion place to go to at the time. So,
very cool.
Yeah. So pretty neat.
Awesome.
Love the memories. So we have some news from the provincial government presence.
Yes.
Okay. So we had the honor on Tuesday. Make sure, because today we are technically the 11th. So on Tuesday we had the honor of Prime Minister of Quebec, François Legault. He came.
The Premier.
Premier, sorry. Yeah, Prime Minister. the premier, thank you.
Yes.
So he did do the Abitibi-Témiscamingue, visiting up north, worked his way down, and part of his visit was a two-stopper, and one is Ryam, and the other part was at the center to discuss with the mayors and the MRC people. So, as I mentioned, he visited Abitibi-Témiscamingue region, including Rouen and Témiscamingue. Of course, the purpose of his tour visit was to continue discussions of a round table bringing together like 20 mayors. So all the mayors across the Abitibi region.
Oh, wow.
Okay. So they all came to Témiscamingue.
Oh, that
which
was
is
nice.
very nice, because his last stop, which was a big stop for Ryam, to come and see the new projects that are going on. Because as we all know, we shut down the mill and there was like 175 jobs that were cut. But now they have projects where they're producing softwood.
Yes.
And we've run trials for them. So, and there's multiple projects that have come on. So this was one of the things that he came, and the roundabout table at the center was 20 mayors to address major issues such as we already know, housing, economic development, and immigration. I'm not sure if on the table came across what happens with the integrated board, but I'm seeing further down that we have information on it. So in Témiscamingue, Mr. Legault, as mentioned, visited the Ryam facilities, where he learned about the challenges faced by managers and employees, particularly in relation to the American tariffs. We know that has put a big damper at the mill on everything when we think about it. It's Canada-wide, right? Hydro-Quebec and Investment Quebec. He then participated in a roundtable, which was held in Desjardins Room in the Témiscamingue City Hall, Town Hall. Discussions focused on several regional issues, including, number one, our healthcare corridor to Ontario. As we all know, there's been huge topics talking about this for a long time, which Mr. Legault's office allocated a special grant of $300,000 to the CSAT, which is our integrated healthcare and sports center of our region of Témiscamingue, to immediately reinstate the previous administrative practice. This means continuing our corridor without interruption. Ontario physicians are awaiting confirmation from the CSAT to reinstate their files, because if you haven't heard, some of the doctors have pulled away. A lot of letters were sent out to patients in regards to if you were a Quebec citizen, that you were not going to be served in Ontario. So now it's in a reinstate mode.
That's good.
Yes. The posting of three nurse practitioner positions and the creation of a working committee composed of local representatives tasked with ensuring with ensuring the implementation of an action plan. You're right. So they had a list of items to go through to see how they were going to implement this in their action plan. So here are a few words from the Premier during his visit to our region. I'm very pleased to be back in the region to take the pulse of elected officials, workers, and the public, and to continue advancing important projects. Abitibi-Témiscamingue has its own unique challenges, but above all, it's brimming with immense potential. In my opinion, there's potential everywhere. Right? Improvement and potential for everything, everywhere. Since my last visit, we have delivered results in healthcare, and that is what we will continue to do, in particular with the members of the National Assembly, Suzanne and Danielle. Danielle is Deputy Danielle Bernard for Abitibi-Témiscamingue. He's the representative for the political side as well. Okay. Because he wrote Danielle, but it's Danielle Bernard. Unexpected but significant visit, which nobody knew was happening until Sunday. That's when the news came about. So it was pretty last minute for planning in any aspects. Mark the week in Témiscamingue. We hope that it will pave the way for future progress progress of the residents of Temiskaming and strengthen the commitment of our elected officials to, I can't wait till you read the next one, elected officials to prioritize and effectively resolve the issues affecting our community. That's why I hate reading word for word. I'd rather a summary and know in advance, right? And you're laughing, but your turn is
Hey, I
coming.
read it in advance.
Yeah. Good for you.
I think you have the next long one too.
Ah, okay. I'll do it only because it's snowmobile safety. One second, folks. Okay, so she's being funny today. All right. So the SQ is our famous Sûreté du Québec, our neighbors. They have an announcement. Snowmobile safety. She's right. It's right up my alley.
It is up her alley.
Yes. So before we do talk about this snowmobile safety, I just want people to know that Trail 63, which is the trail going up towards Faub for
Okay.
us, is in the first process of packing down, which means our snowfall has happened. We're able to go out with the groomers, pack it down, and then the next snowfall is even better.
Perfect.
Okay. Trail 43, which goes to Rapid and Swisha, is in the process too, with a small little setback, but it's still in the process of happening.
That is excellent news for all of you snowmobilers.
Yes, because we get a lot of calls for it. But let's talk about the snowmobile safety. So of course, with winter gradually setting in, the SQ, we're not going to call them Sûreté de Québec, we know it's SQ. They want to remind us of public safety guidelines following several snowmobile fatalities reported in the past years. And it's very unfortunate, but one of the things we often hear right at the beginning of any district across Quebec, Ontario, wherever it may be, that people went through the ice. I mean, man.
And we will talk about ice safety in a minute.
Yeah, and that's what I was going to say. We will get to it, but it's one of the biggest things for it. So one of these fatalities occurred when the ice was not yet solid enough to support a heavy vehicle. The SQ urges the public to remain vigilant and not let emotions get the better of them so that everyone can enjoy snowmobiling safety. Here is what the SQ suggests. Be especially vigilant at intersections with public roads.
Absolutely. As a motorist, I almost hit one on Highway 63 coming home Monday night. He came up to go over the bank and I swear he didn't see me coming. And he went to cross the highway and I don't even think he looked.
And that's the hard part. When a snowmobiler is coming up over a bank, it's a blind spot like any other driver coming up a road or a hill. You're up a hill and you really don't know what's on the other side.
Yeah.
And I agree with Catherine because crossing intersections is super dangerous. Stop signs may be there. If the banks are too high, people should be notified. Maybe the club should be notified so they can lower the bank. Because when you come up and then you're gradual and then you can't see anymore, but then all of a sudden your skidoo is coming down, it's too late. You're right at the road.
Yeah,
So,
exactly. So be vigilant when you're coming up to the intersections.
very good point. And there's stop signs for a reason. For your car, for a snowmobile, use them. And if you get a ticket, well, you make your own choices.
That's it.
Right? When riding a snowmobile, always stick to the right. You do not own the middle of the trail. That person coming around the corner, we've had so many near misses, and I'm telling you, I must be living on a cat's 9 lives because we've had many a close call.
Yeah.
And it's scary.
It is.
Because you could be an avid skidooer and love snowmobiling, and you could be so cautious at everything, but if that other person is not, it could be very, very scary. So
Yeah.
please stick to the right. The signs are there for a reason. It's like driving your car.
Yep.
You don't drive on the left side unless you're in London. Unless you're in an area where you have
That's
to
it.
drive on the left side. Obey all traffic signs. That's a giver.
Including speed signs.
Well, the speed signs, it's not indicated here, but the speed signs for snowmobilers around town, if you're passing on a trail, let's say the bike path, or if you're passing behind a water treatment plant, it's 30 kilometers an hour. That's it. Not more. It's 30. On the trail itself is 70.
Yeah.
So, if you go past that and you get, well, it's not the fact of just getting pulled over. It's the fact of you're being dangerous out there on a snowmobile.
That's it.
So, The minimum age, we get asked this all the time, to drive a snowmobile is 16. Drivers age 16 and 17, you must hold a certificate competence issued by the relevant federation. So it goes by your province. Okay, so you're in Ontario, you have to have your proper paperwork, your proper course for you to, let's say, I think it's 365, you guys, or G1s, what do you call
It's
them?
G1.
G1, your G1 is our 365.
Okay.
That's the equivalent.
So is that the certificate they have to hold? They have to have their G1, like coming from Ontario or Quebec, you have to have your driver's license?
Yes.
It's not something separate?
No, that's correct, okay? As well as a valid driver's license. So it's because if you're 18 and older, or whatever age, you'll have your valid license. But if you don't have it, then
Because in Ontario, a G1 is a valid driver's license. It just has restrictions.
restrictions in sense, does an adult have to be with the...
In the G1, you have to have an adult. A G2, you do not, but it's still not a full driver's license.
So here in
it's
Quebec...
just to make sure everyone understands that anything in the G series from Ontario is okay. And then as soon as you get your first license in Quebec, it's okay, even if you have to have a parent in the vehicle with you at 16?
Your first license in Quebec is your 365, which is your equivalent to your G1. Or G...
But they're allowed to drive a snowmobile with that.
They're allowed to drive a snowmobile with that. Okay.
Because the as well as a valid driver's license makes it sound like it's a separate competency certificate.
Well, because if they're 16, technically they have to, most people don't have their license at 16. They have their beginners and then they have the permanent. If you have it, I was 16.
But all I'm saying is when you say as well as a valid driver's license, it means you have to hold two documents. So that's the clarification I'm trying to understand is as long as you have the first stage of a driver's license in Quebec,
you're driving with somebody. You have to drive with somebody.
Two machines?
Unless you have a passenger up and your driver's in the back of you, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. That's all I was trying to understand is at 16, if like what do they need at 16 and 17?
Because they can't drive a vehicle on their own.
No.
Right? So it's the same application for a snowmobile. They can't drive it alone.
Okay.
But, like they can have two machines or they can have somebody behind them, but they cannot take your machine.
They can't be alone
and go on
the
the trail.
Okay.
That's right. Okay.
Okay, so it's just the driver's licensing component. It's not two separate certificates like it sounds here.
And again, Ontario and Quebec are two different things, right?
No, what I'm saying is the way it's written, it's a certificate of competence.
Competence.
That sounds like it's something separate.
A course that they had to take before.
Exactly.
Right. Now that course was mandatory before. I didn't think it was still in existence anymore from our last Ski-Doo conference.
Okay.
But it's something I'm going to follow through on, and we're going to put it on our page, and we will bring up a final for everything just to make sure.
Because it really does sound like they have to have
the two of them.
The two based on this. So that's what I was trying to clarify.
Yeah. If you have a driver's license, you don't need the other one. Because your full driver's license covers whatever it is. The course, the G1 meant that you had to have somebody else with you. That's probably why. A document saying that you don't have your full license, but you need to have somebody with you. A full license, you don't need to have
in Ontario, it's a valid driver's license.
Right.
But it has restrictions. Like, for example, sorry, I just hit the mic. Like my driver's license in Ontario, it has a restriction because I require glasses. A G1 has restrictions of you cannot drive alone, you can't drive on certain types of roads, and you can't drive during certain time periods. Those are just restrictions. But at the end of the day, the G1 is a valid driver's license.
Yes, it's like our 365.
Yeah, so that's just what I was trying to understand is do they have to hold two pieces of paper at 16 and 17, or is it, is that?
Let me do a follow-up on that, because as well as a valid driver's license, because you're under the age of 18. This course was mandatory before for people, so we're going to inquire on it, and I have my best contact with that as the chief of police. But I'm also going to check with our federation. So we can be fact on it.
Yeah, and we'll get that information back to you as soon as we have it.
Absolutely, we'll put it on. We'll get them to put it on our
just
bulletin
so it's
board.
Clear and people aren't,
confused. confusion.
You know, someone who turned 16 this summer wants to drive the snowmobile, but they think they have to find a course, and you know, just to make it very clear for everyone.
Pretty sure that they can't drive it by themselves if they don't have their valid driver's license. I'm pretty sure on that.
Okay.
But I'm going to clarify. After all these years, you got me doubting on something, but they used to have the course before. We're going to end that topic now because we could go on forever.
Oh, exactly.
And I'm looking at the time and we've already put a lot into it. So you must wear a helmet.
Yes.
It says visor or goggles. You have to have a helmet. So most people, if you're going to be snowmobiling, get the helmet with a shield. You want to wear the goggles and the visors, that's no problem, but it's pretty cold.
It's a lot cold.
The wind will get in on the side and it's pretty cool. It's mandatory, by the way. So since September 10th, 2021, all off-road vehicle operators must carry a valid driver's license at all times. Okay? Whether operating on a public road, a trail, a public land, or municipal property. Snowmobilers are subject to the same rules as motorists regarding impaired driving due to alcohol, drugs, or both. You get stopped with any of that in your system, you're driving a motorized vehicle, the same rules apply. Criminal offense applies on the roads, trails, and off-trail riding, and be careful, and of course have a great season.
Yes.
So one of the things that I do a lot of is I'm a chief patroller of 17 or 18 years, and I do a lot of my, we do what they call stoppage, whatnot, with the police and whoever else is a patroller in our group. Yeah. So we never get a hard time because they check the insurance, we check the paperwork for the other stuff. Yeah. Teamwork. And then you don't get everybody giving you a hard time, right? Okay, so.
Do we want to talk about ice?
Let's do the ice, Catherine.
All right.
You do it.
So no ice is safe. It's fairly common sense.
Right.
When you fall through the ice, there are some self-rescue tips that we have for you. So the primary one is to stay calm.
Always.
Keep your head above the water and control your breathing. This can prevent you from drowning. Turn back towards the edge that you came from. It's the last place that the ice supported you. Extend your arms and reach as far over the edge as you possibly can. This is the most important step. Having your arms over the edge will keep you safe and allow you to call out for help. This position also gives you the best chance of survival. Keep your head down and kick your legs until you are horizontal. Continue kicking and stay in a crouched position and pull yourself out of the water to reach the ice. Crawl with your legs apart to distribute your weight. Avoid putting all of your weight in one place and follow the same path you took to get in, as you know that ice was solid enough to get you there. Once you reach the shore, call 911 and seek medical attention immediately. And if you can't get out on your own, your best chance of survival is to keep your arms on the edge and continue calling out for help. Remember, no ice is safe, so stay off the ice.
Yes, and it's so true, and there's so many videos out there, and it's so true. But the first thing to me, number one is, and our instincts kick in. Don't panic. But you fell through the ice. You're wet. You have a suit. It's
cold.
Heavy. You're cold. You might not even have a suit. You might have just fell through the ice because you were walking on the ice. You're cold. Your body is going to start to feel
there's
changes.
A flight or fight response.
Right, right.
So it's important to keep at the forefront of your mind that you need to stay calm in order to survive. And that's, I think, probably 9 times out of 10, that's the hardest part for people.
You're right. We used to do search and rescue, Al and I. Anyway, one of our hats we used to be was search and rescue. And we used to do these mock fall in the water events, situations, as if it was actually happening. And it would show we cut a big hole in the ice. And so last of it that I was going to say is we would teach people that if you fell in, what to do. And you're right, get your arms up on the ice, keep your head up, and kick, 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 and yell as much as you can.
Yeah.
So anyway, on that note.
Lisa's going to throw the balls on the floor. I'm just going to throw the balls.
CAA press release.
Yes,
Whoa,
this is an important one.
It is. They're all important, right? When it comes to press releases, and it's all about safety, folks. So winter tires. 1 and 2 cars is equipped with worn tires.
That's a scary statistic.
It's actually super scary because we have.
Go.
So last of it that I was going to say is we would teach people that if you fell in, what to do. And you're right. Get your arms up on the ice, keep your head up, and kick, 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 and yell as
That's
much as
it.
you can.
Yeah.
So anyway, on that note.
Lisa's going to throw the balls
I'm just
on
going
the
to throw
floor.
the balls. CAA press release.
Yes,
Whoa,
and this is an important one.
It is. They're all important, right? When it comes to press releases, and it's all about safety, folks. So winter tires. 1 in 2 cars is equipped with worn tires.
That's a scary statistic.
It's actually super scary because we have 2 vehicles in our yard, and they're both up to par.
Ours both have brand new tires on them.
Yeah, like we're up to par. But I guess I don't know how they're based it on. However, although winter tires are mandatory in Quebec starting December 1st, many drivers are using worn or old tires, compromising their safety. The survey revealed that 24% of the vehicles had tires in fair condition, 6/32 to 7/32 of an inch. That means it's wore weight that much.
Yes.
Ouch. 26% were driving on unsafe tires, 5/32 or less.
That's scary.
50% were equipped with tires in good or very good condition, 8/32 and above. So, yeah, statistics looks like it's a fact.
Yeah.
Change your tires, have good safety
it.
tires, and it's a fact. The minimum legal tread depth is 2/32 of an inch, but CAA Quebec recommends at least 6/32 of an inch to start the winter season. Tread wear can be easily measured with a tread depth gauge, costing less than $10.
Yeah.
Okay. Observers also noted that many tires that were more than 5 years old, most of these tires were over 5 years old. Wow. Over time, the thread hardens, the sidewalls can crack, and driving becomes less safe. It is therefore advisable to have your tires checked annually after 5 years of use. Makes sense? Finally, 22% of vehicles were equipped with tires from lesser known brands. Well, you know the saying, cheaper is not always better. After 5 years of use. So finally, 22% of vehicles were equipped with tires from, lesser known brands, which are often only effective for the first season.
That's scary.
Ooh, it is. In subsequent years, they lose their flexibility, become noisier. That's true. That's so true. Evacuate water less effectively.
Yeah.
And offer limited after-sales service. Situation underscores the importance of choosing the right tires to ensure safety and performance throughout Quebec winters. Basically, get your tires changed, make sure you're up to par, make sure you have the code of the whatever, if it's the snowflake or whatever it may be. Be safe out there. Because
Exactly.
you being safe out there means we're going to be safe,
Exactly.
right? Whew.
So we have some tips from the CISS on how to stay healthy this winter.
Oh, let's do
Which
it.
is important. I know a lot of people are sick right now. So
Does going down south help?
it's not on the list.
Oh, okay.
So
all
don't
right.
let the cold intimidate you.
True.
The CISSS website has published an article with recommendations for staying active during the winter, and there are several options available. And as most of us know, when we stay active, you're boosting your immune system.
Absolutely.
So, let's see
What
what.
can they do?
So they can go for a walk in nature, on the bike path in town,
Love
or
it.
through Ipimican Park. You can volunteer with a local organization such as Place au Soleil, the CWL, the Lions Club. You can do just general daily activities, housework, shovel your snow.
What? Who shovels snow?
Well, I shoveled it last week, and then Eric shoveled it on the weekend. So you can also register with our local health center or do aerobic activities at home. The center's fitness room is available. There's also Pilates or yoga on YouTube, and there's other subscription apps if you are willing to pay for those. You can play sports. The town of Temiskaming offers activities at the school gym as well as reserved time slots for seniors at the center.
Cool.
For your cognitive health,
Ooh.
they encourage reading, especially Jessica, our lovely camera woman. She suggests going to the library in town with your little ones on Mondays through Thursdays. You can also do puzzles such as Sudoku, crosswords, search words, and also participate in social games.
Very, very
Or
nice.
board
And
games, I guess.
You know, another activity, if you can't get out because it's too cold, too slippery, lotta, chair yoga is so amazing. It's so amazing. And I actually love it. I started it. I started doing some exercise again, getting back into just for my back, as you know, reinforce the back, reinforce things. And I started with the chair yoga as well as squats and other stuff. I'm freaking loving it. But I forget about time. I'm like right into it. It's like 5:30 in the morning, and then house coming down. It's like, are you going in the shower, getting ready to work? What? Is it that time? Because I'm so into it.
That's good.
I know, and I feel so good, and I sleep.
Are you doing it on an app or through YouTube, or just you have it printed, or?
I started with the printout.
Okay.
Because I said I'm going to go slow, right? Because I started watching them on the video. I'm going, oh freak, they're already, and then oh my God, they're on another move. I printed out the yoga thing, the chair thing, and yeah, I go with it. And
cool.
I set myself a goal of, like, I try to do my yoga every day, meditation, but I set myself a goal doing that, and I thought, I can give myself 20 minutes to do this.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, and feeling so good.
Oh,
feeling
that's
so
good.
Yeah.
Awesome.
You know, still try to work that part out, but
I understand that.
It
but,
is what it
know.
is. Yeah, we're hidden behind the table, so you cannot see all
That's
our
it.
flaws.
Yeah.
Speaking of the CISS of Abitibi Temiskaming Express, Project Hello. Hello.
Yes, hello.
Since December the 8th of 2025, CISSS volunteers have been wearing yellow card holders. If you see them, they are there to help you find your way around and provide assistance in English, as well as guide you through their facilities. Bravo!
That's amazing.
It's a very nice add-on, right? So the CISSS goal is to promote an environment that respects linguistic diversity.
And, you know, by providing that service as well, it can also help keep people in the region.
Literally, yes.
You know?
Yes.
If you can't speak the language that the doctor's speaking to you in, it's a deterrent for you to even present yourself
100%.
when you need help. So I think that's a great initiative.
I love it. I love it.
So there's a volleyball tournament coming up this Sunday.
In Temiskaming.
No, it's not.
Oh, it's not.
It's in Lorraineville.
Okay, I thought I'd get all
But-
excited by it.
It's being held at the Marcel Raymond School in Lorraineville.
Right.
But the Cyclones from Gilbert Tiberge School are going to be representing our town. So if you're looking for something to do Friday night, there is a hockey game here at the center here in Temiskaming.
Nice.
It's going to be December 12th at 7 p.m. The U18 Royals are going to be playing against the Powassan Hawks. So come out and support our local hockey team members. It's sure to be a great show.
And if you don't know who U18 is, it means under 18.
Yes.
Just for anybody who's like, what is U18?
What does that mean? But yeah.
Exactly. I have something that I have to insert in here. So the Youth Center is having a fundraiser. So the Temiskaming Youth Center invites you to a skating disco night on Monday, December the 29th, between Christmas and New Year's.
Very
that time of
nice.
the period where you say,
What do we
have
do?
nothing to do.
I'm bored.
I'm bored. Been there, done that, girl. My kids aren't your kids' age anymore. There will be music, snacks, and it's for the whole family. A great opportunity to enjoy the ice during the Christmas holidays. The cost, $5.
That's cheap.
Cheap, cheap, cheap.
Good.
All right.
So we have some news about a program called Let's Cook with Nancy.
Cool.
For several years, the CSSLT has been recognizing outstanding educational initiatives in the region's schools, and this time it's at the Centre Frère Moffett with its Let's Cook with Nancy project. Nancy Bernard is a math teacher using the College U platform. Since teaching is online, she wanted to find a way to connect with her students and for them to connect with each other. Some of these students are unemployed or disadvantaged. From this, she had the brilliant idea of creating a monthly in-person workshop where she teaches young people and adults about cooking, budgeting, and kitchen management to avoid food waste. After the workshop, they go around to offices and classrooms to share their creations. The originality of this project is highlighted in its recognition. Congratulations to Nancy and her students.
Very nice. Very nice. Direct mail is back. Did you ever see that movie, You've Got Mail?
Yes.
How many times?
I don't know.
Me
I've
too.
lost count.
Me too. I love that movie. Anyway, direct mail is back. Great news. Direct mail is back because it's following the issues from the mail service of the town of Temiskaming, announced on December the 9th that we are finally receiving the direct mail services returning back to normal.
That's great.
Thanks to an agreement in principle between the Post Workers Union and Canada Post. The printed newsletter and the 2026 calendar will be available in your mailboxes starting December 22nd.
Great.
Residents are also encouraged to stay up to date on all the latest news through the official website, which is www.temiskaming.net. The official Facebook page, or by subscribing to the newsletter by email at administration@temiskaming.net.
That's great.
We're just booting along here, but there's
We
still
sure
we
are.
still have a lot of news.
We do. So we do have a job opportunity.
Ooh.
But if you're interested, you need to act quick. So the canteen at the center is seeking a part-time cafeteria attendant. This person will report to the food services manager for the center and golf course. And the position includes kitchen-related tasks such as food handling, plating, and customer service, including taking of orders. The successful candidate will be required to adhere to food hygiene and safety regulations. The following are requirements of the job. You must be at least 14 years old. You must be fluent in French. This is a mandatory requirement. Previous kitchen experience is preferred. Customer service experience is an asset. The ability to work in a busy environment, have a positive attitude, have strong organizational skills, and have basic knowledge on hygiene standards. So the reason I said you have to act quick on this is the application deadline is December 12th. So
Technically tomorrow.
So Friday. If you'd like to apply on the job, you can submit your resume in the job section of our town's website.